the first phase of the transhumanism agenda, when we started looking at everybody's blood probably about six to 8 months ago, all we saw were quantum dots. Anyone can type in biomedical quantum dots. You're going to come up with all kinds of patents from all kinds of documentation on there to show you that they've been working on this since the late 90s. Now, what they're claiming is that this is going to be the best thing under the sun for you, because now we'll be able to read your energy and your heart rate from in your body, and oh, it's going to be so nice. We can monitor you from long distance. And all these quantum dots that they've been putting into people are actually liquid semiconductors. It's the first stage of creating a half human, half cyborg.
Wow.
And then we were like, well, why is all this PEG, this polyethylene glycol 5000, found in the shots? And why is all these, fibers that we're seeing in there? We literally had to go, and everything that we found, we had to identify and then try to figure out what the heck this thing is. And I can tell you, we're living in a whole nother world right now. No.
Graphene quantum dots are carbon nanomaterial. And why are they finding it in people's blood? Well, there's lots of reasons. They're in the injections, and it's being sprayed in the sky, used for cloud seeding. It's very evil. Our government is satanic. They're doing this stuff to us to turn us into transhumans. It's not to help us in any type of way. So the carbon nanomaterial, they're finding all these different nanomaterial, carbon nanotubes, black nanoparticles, single-walled carbon, lattice structures and stuff, quantum dot nanocomposite membranes. They can be used for lots of different things. Biosensing to collect data from inside your body and from the environment. Tissue engineering to make genetically altered organs, drug delivery to deliver vaccines or drugs, bioimaging to make you glow under bioluminescence under a special type of lighting, fluorescent lighting, and probably to help control you with those lights, those LED lights, and the flashing through your cell phone and your TV, right? All this stuff works together. That's what they're building, is a beast system, and this is how they control people. So antibacterial, antiviral, they're using it to make new types of vaccines and new types of viruses. This is very bad stuff. Graphene quantum dots to track, trace, and kill humanity. He said they just started working on this stuff, but actually they've been working on it since at least 1859. Coming up with these different things to create transhumans, and I'm sure
they are being used for all this stuff. They are collecting data from you and sending to data centers.
What do you think? They're saying it's non-toxic. You're right. Graphene has been placed in humanity, connecting us to the W-band 5G, 6G network. A matrix control grid for tracking, tracing, and killing humanity remotely. Carol Dickinson.
The blood cells. I'm not talking about the nanorobots. I'm talking about the graphene quantum dots. There are nanorobots, absolutely, but they're more rare than the graphene quantum dots. Are, I want to say trillions of them in the blood, but there's definitely thousands upon thousands of them. So when I say that there's graphene in the body, functionally graphene has a purpose. It doesn't just stay in one place and kind of wiggle around. That's Brownian motion. If you see these little white blinking lights, and I think they're quantum dots, and they're tinier than red blood cells, and you see them also in the blood cells. And in one instance, I saw it in the blood cell, and within a minute or two, that blood cell kind of exploded from the inside out, but not completely. Instead, it turned into a spike protein. These spikes were all around it. So that cell that I saw turned into a spike protein. It's programmed. It has a totally functionalized, it won't be a blood cell anymore. It won't be able to carry oxygen or iron. It won't be able to, it's totally cell death, but used for something else. So they hijacked that blood cell. And they turned it into a spike protein to do various things, whether it's clotting or turbo cancer. So now they have the graphene. They're programmable. They're movable because graphene is very highly conductive, connected to the 5G network. So you have little movable biosensors to go and do what they're programmed to go and do. So graphene is the only one that's programmable. It's also an operating system in itself because of its very structure. It can be doped. It's lattice. It's a lattice network. It's porous. And you can see easily how it can be sort of a quantum computer type operating system. And that's why I think they call them quantum dots. So the quantum dots, the graphene quantum dots, are connected to the to the quantum computer. So the graphene quantum dots are connected to the quantum computers in the data centers. So you have it in your blood. It transmits and receives to the 5G network through the IoT, Internet of Things devices around you, cell phones, whatever's near you, even somebody else's phone. And it goes through the cell phone, that data, it's a biosensor. It's now, let's say now it's been morphed into a spike protein. Now it is connected to 5G and it's probably it's replicating. It reproduces, it uses our own resources from our own body to create whatever that can be programmed to create various things, but only through graphene. Only through the graphene nanobots. Only through the graphene quantum dots. You also have graphene nanoribbons, graphene nanobubbles. You have graphene. So the graphene is programmed to reshape. This technology is very morphological and can create various types of structures for various types of duties or jobs there to do within the body. And it's all tracked and traced through the digital twin in the data center. It's a digital twin in the data center, in our file, in our digital file, and it knows exactly what part of the body that particular spike protein is, or that particular graphene nanoribbon is, or that particular graphene nanobubble. It all works together in tandem for the takeover of the human body.